All right, we are back and more with Tracee. So Tracee, one of the things I wanted to ask you was really kind of about Demolition Man. I really that's such a great like sci-fi movie. It has my long time Hollywood crush, Sandra Bullock, in it, who I
Yeah,
love. And I was just curious if you had any interesting. I know you told the story about the director's girlfriend, but if you had any other interesting, unique stories from working on the set of Demolition Man, because that had a big cast. I mean, Wesley Snipes, Sylvester Stallone, Sandra Bullock. I mean, that was a huge cast.
yeah. The only scene I was in with her when was when we were in the office, the police department big office there, and I was wearing a baseball hat, so I kind of look like a boy. They had me in a baseball hat, but yeah, we didn't really have a lot of scenes together except for that one. Sylvester Stallone isn't really tall. I know that. Um, yeah, it was weird. It was a great set. Like I said, it was in LA near the jail and stuff. But what made the day was now I'm in a pinball game.
And it's a classic pinball game. I'm in a on a website called Pinside, which is like a pinball owners like group forum page, and you see Demolition Man pinballs every once in a while pop up on there for sale, and people own
Yeah.
them and stuff, and they will what they call mod them out, where they replace the old incandescent bulbs with like LED lights and all sorts of stuff. So it's great.
Oh wow. Yeah. And it was there's one thing I say in the video that's kind of funny because you've played it before, so obviously the big steel grips on the side. So are on the top. I can't remember. Are they on the top? And then you have the flippers on the side. I don't know. Anyway, that was one thing I had to say was give these big steel grips a try. You like to use these because once you grab on, you won't want to let go. Yeah, you got to see the video. You're gonna die.
We're gonna have to go watch it after this for sure.
Oh, you guys are going to have a drink with it because you're gonna laugh.
Wow. Wow. We were talking about you were talking about Jonathan Frakes a little bit earlier. I heard in terms of your name, Lieutenant J, I heard did he have a part in like how your name came to be like
Yeah,
on the ship?
he did it. Yeah, he said it by mistake and they didn't catch it.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he was supposed to say Lieutenant JG, and he said Lieutenant J, and then they kept rolling or something, and I was like, oh, bing bong, a light bulb went off in my head, and I totally ran with it, spelled it JAE and not JAY just to be different, and
Yeah.
it went on from there. And, and it's just like, yeah, I was everywhere. I did speak, but they cut the one when I did they cut it. So obviously, I don't know. They have me everywhere with everybody, and I guess I was a mute because I never spoke.
Well, you were right when you said earlier in the interview about the importance of the background characters, because without the background characters,
Mhm.
it's this massive ship with like 7 people on it.
Oh yeah, I mean, and that's how I started, and it was fantastic for me. I mean, to this day, people will ask, they want to get their daughter or son in it, and what do I think? And I say, well, hey, go to where I started. If you live out here anyway, I don't know in other places if they have casting places. So I obviously do, I think. But hey, I mean, it was an 8-hour day. They pay you for lunch, and they just pay you. They pay you. They give you lunch, and you get to hang out. And it was a great thing. And then once you get like with me, I guess like even on Baywatch. I mean, I started out just being a normal lifeguard, and then David Hasselhoff had me do more. And I remember him saying one day to me, he goes, you have it. And I go, I have what? He goes, you have it. Like, I guess that's the saying in Hollywood. So I'm like, oh, okay. And to this day, I will always remember that. And he had a stand in, and his name was David Hass.
Oh my
And I
goodness.
swear he could have been a doppelganger. It looked just like him. And I didn't know. I mean, I'm sure he knows how to swim now, but he didn't really swim David Hasselhoff. David Hass did.
Hmm.
But and that's I think where I started doing some stunt work. See, when when you say stunt work, people are like, they automatically think, oh my God, you're going to jump off a 60-foot building. And no, stunt work can be as minimal as what I did on Star Trek when you fall down and shake, or like on Baywatch when they had me surf because I surf. So, but trying to film at Baywatch on the beach at 6 a.m, being a woman in that bathing suit, it's like, okay, it's supposed to be 100 degrees out here and I'm supposed to look like it's so hot, but I'm like freezing my ass off. And I remember that. And they filmed that down at Will Rogers State Beach, I believe. And like I said, that was a great thing too. And then, like I said, they got canceled. That's when I got on another 48 Hours, and then Baywatch got picked up again. But then that's when I got on Star Trek, and that's history for me. Yeah. Like I said, Baywatch went to the big boob girls, and I wasn't one.
Well, I mean, we all know, yeah, that Baywatch had a reputation.
Yeah, but I did work with her in Barbwire, and that's another thing. We had a great fight scene with a pole. We both had poles and we're fighting, and they cut it. I swear to God, this always happens. And then I was even on General Hospital, the soap opera, right? Mm-hmm. I got a call. What I did was I just thought, you know what? I'm going to send him my headshot and see what happens. This is when I lived in Belmont Shore in Long Beach in a studio, right? Apartment. And back in the day where you have like your phone, regular plug-in on the wall phone with an answering machine, right?
Yeah.
And I get home one day and the light's blinking. So I have message. And I play it back, and it's this lady saying that she's so-and-so from General Hospital and she'd like to see me. And I'm like, hospital? What? Oh God, am I sick? Did I go for something and forget? Well, come to find out, it was the casting agent for General Hospital. Wow. So I go in to meet her, and she goes, yeah. She goes, I got your headshot. I opened up the envelope and pulled out your picture, and she said, it literally, your eyes just jumped out. She goes, that's how we hired you. She goes, that's a fantastic headshot. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, what am I going to be doing? And she's like, you're going to have your own little trailer. Your name's going to be Marla, the rock and roll hairdresser. And I'm like, okay, perfect. So I got to, wear a leather jacket. My hair was great. It was on point. Jose Abar was the he's really big in Hollywood. He does I don't know if he still does, but he used to do a lot of the Hollywood people's hair. He wore the cowboy hat, that guy, a long time ago. Anyway, he was my boss, and I was working for him in the salon, and all I had to say was, as soon as I get off the phone, well, being an actor, you run it. Like, how would am I supposed to be angry? Like, as soon as I get off the phone, or as soon as I get off the phone, so it's like, So anyway, we filmed it. I tell everybody to watch, okay, the day it's supposed to come out. Oh my God, they did it to me again.
Oh.
You hear me, but you don't see me. Because an actress had a fit because I looked better. See, that's what happens in Hollywood, especially with women. I don't understand it. I think we need to pull each other up and help each other out more. It's just, sometimes it's just like, oh my God. But anyway, I got paid for it, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah. I've done a lot of crazy things. I even do like a friend of mine in Arizona had me do a voice for her little chihuahua that's taking this Pentatim, this medicine that makes older dogs, their joints better and makes them kind of feel like a puppy again.
Yeah.
And so she sent me like what she wanted me to say, and then I have on my phone the app. It's called Talking Pet. So she sent me a picture of her. She calls her the biohack sausage because she's so big. Anyway, he sent me a picture of Amelia, is her name, and I did the whole movement with the dots to make the the alignment okay for the dog to talk, and I sent it to her. She died. She loved it. So I do stuff like and then I just at the red carpet I met a lady that does the cameo stuff. She's like, have you ever, thought about doing that? And I'm like, well, yeah. I go, but how does that even work? And she's like, here's my card, call me. And I'm like, I still haven't called her. I'm like, I don't know why, but maybe I'll try it.
Yeah, Tracee, you should. So I've done that before. I bought a cameo thing for my wife for Christmas one year. She bought one for me for Father's Day one year. Actually, the one she did for me was Richard Karn, who played Al on Home Improvement.
Oh my God.
Which that's my favorite sitcom of all time is Home Improvement. And so that was really cool. So that being said, knowing your personality and who you are, you would be fantastic on Cameo.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, maybe I will.
And not only that, but I mean, Lieutenant J on Cameo, why not?
Right?
Why not? Because on Cameo, no one's going to cut you out of a scene or lines, whatever. You're going to get used the whole time, right? So there's no stopping you.
No stopping me. And I have a few movies that are ready to come out. A couple of them came out already. Alien Danger 1 and 2. I play three different characters on that. It's kind of a dark comedy for kids, James Balsamo's the director, and that was a fun thing for me to do. And then Staycation is coming out with Russ Emanuel, the director, and I play Deandra Walsh, I believe was my name, and I play like a news anchor. And it's basically has to do with the COVID thing, what's going on.
Nice.
But basically, come to find out, people are turning into so zombies. So, and then another one, Assassin's Apprentice 2. I play a retired assassin. That's another Russ Emanuel movie. Night Mistress. We filmed that like a couple years ago. Hopefully that's coming out where I play a assassin again. I love those kind of parts though, like the Keanu Reeves look in all black with my,
Hence why you would be perfect for a show about Section 31.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Hello.
Yeah. We got to make it happen.
Perfect.
I got to can you guys help me out? You guys got to start tweeting for me. Get everybody to tweet Jonathan and have, or even Lower Decks. I mean, I was even on the episode Lower Decks. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to bring back Lieutenant J and Lower Decks. We got to get your character in Star Trek Online too, right?
Yes.
Star Trek Online's got a huge fall. I started with Star Trek Online when it first came out, years and years and years and years ago. It was pretty buggy at first, but it's become a long way since then. It's a really fantastic online game.
Yes. I mean, I think they reached out to my, I have a booking agent, Johnny Steverson from PR Celebrity. If you need to book me, book it now. Oh, that reminds me. Yeah. James Crawley had me out for the original Star Trek set tour at Ticonderoga in New York just recently. Oh my God. I did my panel, sitting in the captain's chair with everybody around me. It was the most awesome experience I've ever had in my life. And he wants me to come back. So I'm so honored.
That's awesome. I've seen pictures of that for those who have not checked out the original series set tour. I believe he's building a next generation one too.
Yes, he is. And I'm coming back.
Oh, that's your second home, right?
Yes. God, maybe I can work out a deal with him and go work there. I don't know.
As you can see by my background, it's your second home.
I love your background.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
God, I wish I knew how to do all that tech stuff.
Oh, it's I can show you sometime on Zoom. It's very easy, but
all right.
We do struggle with the tech stuff. Believe us, we struggle
really?
back and forth.
Oh, no, God, you should have seen me yesterday, honey. Oh my God. Oh my God. I was like, this isn't working. I go.
Technology's great until you need it to work, and then it's not.
Yeah. Well, like I said, my fallback, my number one is Zoom. I love it because it's I know how to do it. Hello.
Yeah. You earlier you had mentioned red carpet and being able to spend time with children and some charitable work that you do. Are you able to talk about that? Because it sounded pretty beautiful. If you do some of that work.
I've had people send me things, or I'll send them a photo, this little girl has this, and she would love to have a photo of you, and I'm like, okay. I send a lot of things to people.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call it. I mean, just to brighten their day up, or to help with something, or an auction, or whatever. I mean, like, I to this day, I'm so honored to like have so many fans. I have fans everywhere, literally. And yeah, I mean, who knew this would happen? That I would go and be, going to Comic-Cons and signing autographs with people.
Could you? Yeah. How did you get? So my first Star Trek convention was not this year. It was last year, and Zach had got me there. But how did you start getting into conventions?
A booking agent from the UK was trying to get a hold of me. This was around 2012 when the Olympics were over there. And Dennis Tracee, who stood in for Patrick Stewart on Next Gen, he called me and he goes, "Hey, there's some guy, booking agent from the UK, has been trying to get a hold of you. Here, get a hold of him. I guess he wants you to do something." So I'm like, okay. So that was my very first big convention, was going to London in 2012. Well, then for the London Film and Comic-Con, oh my God, I almost got killed 3 times because I forgot to look to my right.
Oh,
when I crossed the street. Okay. But oh my God, what an experience. That was great. And then after that, I got FedCon in Germany. That was awesome. And then I went to Australia, Adelaide, I believe it was, and did a con there, Supernova. I don't know, it was something like that. Anyway, and then I basically didn't really. I had a couple people, booking people, but they just didn't work out. I found that me getting my own was working a lot better.
yeah.
Like, I'll see something. Well, now I have Johnny, but I mean, him and I have a really good relationship to where he lets me do that, like I'll send out an email. Hey, and if they bing me back, that's fantastic, which is courteous to do. If they don't, well then, at least I tried. I call it kind of fishing. You put your line out there in the water and see who comes and nibbles on it or something. And if they want you bad enough, they'll ask you, right? So he's been my guy for a while, and then COVID hit and just shut everything down. So we're just starting to come back. I love doing the cons. I would love to do one every month.
Well, we have I am in Alaska, so we do have a.
God.
Yeah,
you
we do.
Cons in Alaska?
We have cons. We have cons in Alaska. We had I saw a picture with you, and we had Flash Gordon up here. I don't remember if he was. I don't remember which year he was, but he was recent. So I should send a message to the organizers to try and get you up here for a con in Alaska.
I got my parka and my boots. I'm ready.
Bring your bear spray too.
Is it really like dark there? Like there's no sun?
Whoa, where I am, there's sun. In the summer, there's sun, a lot of sun in the summer. Less in the winter, but some places there is quite a bit of darkness. Yeah.
Yeah, I lived up there for 3 years, so that's how Chris and I met.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yes, I would love to. Yes.
Yeah. So,
nice.
It's interesting that you brought up Germany, the UK, and Australia, Tracee, because we actually have listeners in all 3 countries, all 3 of those countries, I should say.
Yay!
Yes. So for
everybody.
those, so for those of you listening down under and in Germany and then the UK who just recently joined our listenership group, hopefully you guys can see Tracee again sometime soon at a convention coming soon.
Yes, get the word out, you guys. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting too. You mentioned the J-Spotting Facebook group. For those of you listening, should definitely, if you're on Facebook, jump on that, join that group. It's awesome because it's almost like multiple times every week we get some Lieutenant J in our news feed, which is great.
Yes, I've been like the talk of a lot of podcasts I hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was basically known because of my hair. I love my hair.
I was going to ask you about that, Tracee. Was that your decision on the hair design, or was it the studio?
It was all me.
Nice. You were ahead of your time.
I was. Well, I was the Alberto Moose girl too. I forgot to tell you that. I don't, you guys are probably too young to even know that, but yeah, I did a lot of ads for them too back in the day. But yeah, I used to have really long hair like Brooke Shields. They used to call me Baby Brooke back in the day. And then it was just so thick and it took hours to dry. So I don't know. I think I just got sick of it, and obviously, and did the whole cut it off thing. And I try to grow it out, but I still always go back to this because it's me. So yeah, I love my hair.
Well, it looks great and it's distinctive and it is you.
Well,
Absolutely.
thank you.
Wow.
So how am I doing? Good? You guys liking me on the show?
Oh, we love you, Tracee. We love you.
Fantastic.
I was curious, right? So obviously you're part of Star Trek. You're part of the Star Trek family, the Star Trek universe forever. I think the Star Trek universe is going to go on well past all of us.
Yeah.
And I'm curious what your thoughts are of some of the newer Star Trek series. I mean, you were a part of, in my opinion, the two greatest Star Trek series that have ever been made, Next Generation, DS9. Now for me, they're 1A and 1B. My favorite Star Trek series of all time is DS9, with TNG a very close second, and Chris's favorite is TNG. And so I'm curious what your thoughts are, being from what I would consider part of the classic Trek, which is the original series through Enterprise. What are your thoughts on the new shows?
Oh my God. I mean, I just, it's like watching a movie. I mean, like, the production is insane. The makeup is ours was great, but theirs is really good. I mean, I know Mary Chieffo. We've talked a lot. I've seen her at Starbase Indiana last year. I think she's going to be there this year, and I'm not. But she's just great. I mean, Anson Mount. I know that Doug Jones. He came up. I mean, it blows my mind that they know who I am, for one. I mean, like, hello. Hello. I was the girl who played 15 Aliens, was on every show and wore every color. No big deal, But and I love my fans, but the new shows are great. The Picard one, for the when they have the TNG coming back, that's going to be, I have to admit, kind of really hard for me to watch that. I will probably, yeah, of course, but I've had so many people message me and they're like, why didn't they and I'm like, well, I don't know, it wasn't, guess it's not up to me. But I think it would have been great to have a little cameo. There I am again.
Yeah.
And then this time put me in all black so I'd look really bitchin'.
Yeah. They should make like a book similar to Where's Waldo, but Where's Jay? Where's Lieutenant Jay?
Oh my God,
and what? Just find her. Yeah.
Yes, they do, and they also have a drinking game. I don't condone a lot of that, but they have like, here she is, take a shot. Oh my God, you would be wasted by one episode, let me tell you. Anyway.
It's really funny because we just did recently for Halloween, we did like a special episode actually that Chris came up with, which was awesome. And it was all like looking at spooky and like creepy kind of like sci-fi episodes and movies. And of course, we talked about some Star Trek episodes. One of the episodes we talked about was Schisms, that you were in the scene with Picard as his date, listening to Data drudge on about his poetry of Spot and everything else. And
yes, had to act forward, and then we get up and we weren't supposed to get up that quick because it wasn't done, but yeah, that's what they told us to do. You have to just act bored, and you guys stand up and it's not done yet, and then you go and sit down. Yeah, that was fun. But I forgot to tell y'all, I even have little action figures.
You do? Really? Yes, I've seen them on social media.
Whoa.
Yes. Yes, I do. You know what? Can you hang on and let me go show you one or two?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Hang on.
For sure. Yeah. I if you haven't seen them, for those of you listening, if you haven't seen them yet, they're really fantastic. Again, the J Spotting group on Facebook is awesome. You got to join that. And be sure to look around because they are on the interwebs, as you would say, Chris.
Absolutely. So the action figures, I did not know. So hope this is
okay, I'm coming back.
I've gotta try and get one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, and it's called Top Tier Figures. Okay, and he makes them, and he does custom ones. So if you want me like in some other outfit, okay, here's the one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Can you see it?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a Star Trek Online uniform.
I look good in black. Okay,
Yes.
then he did this custom bitchin' ass one for me.
Like
Oh.
Emperor, Empress.
Cool, huh?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
this is my favorite one. It doesn't even look like me at all. And it was from Star Trek Renegades. It is insane.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that was an
Oh,
alien.
that's awesome.
And the back is all tricked out. I mean, he does really, really neat stuff.
Yeah.
But,
we need
yeah,
to get a custom figure of you, Tracee, as Lieutenant J in like a Section 31 outfit.
he can do that.
That would be awesome, Chris.
Yes.
That
he
would
can
be.
do that. His name's Brad Roselli. I think his last name's Roselli. Yeah.
And you said these were from top tier figures.
Top tier figures. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so be sure to go check those out. If you're a Lieutenant J fan like we are, make sure you go on there and order one, come up with something really creative, and then go post it on the J Spotting Facebook group.
Yes.
Because that would be great.
And my Twitter is at real TRACEECOCCO. And my Instagram is TRACEE_COCCO. And my website where you can purchase photos and stuff is Tracee Lee, TRACEELEECOCCO.com.
Yeah, and if you Google Tracee's name, I think some of that stuff will pop up automatically. So
oh my God, I Googled myself and it was fantastic.
I Googled myself. I Googled myself one time and it came up as unknown error. So I don't know what that means, but
oh my God, no, I did myself. I put in my name and I was like, oh my God. It was like Tracee Cocco this, Tracee Cocco that, Tracee Cocco.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff out there.
Yeah. But oh my God, you guys, I'm having so much fun.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
Yay.
Man, this is awesome. So all the you've been like Zach said earlier, you've been in these incredible Trek shows, the ones that are amongst our favorites, like Next Generation and Voyager and Deep Space Nine, and the movies too. Like amongst the movies, do you have a favorite, or do you love them? Do you love them all? Do you have any faves that you've got for various reasons?
You mean of Star Trek?
Yeah.
Well, I have a special place in my heart for Generations, the movie, because that's where I did my first very explosive stunt. I was on a stunt contract, got my own trailer. And I have my tattoo that says Lieutenant J, and it's made the communicators like what I wore in the movie. So that means special to me.
Oh, that is special.
Yeah.
It looked like the explosion was like really close to you.
It was close.
It was?
Oh yeah. And Marina talks about it every now and then at her panel. She keeps saying that she didn't crash the ship, and I'm like, yeah, you did. So
I was gonna say she did. They let the counselor fly the ship and she crashed it. Had Lieutenant J been flying it, she'd have landed it.
She's like, well, you didn't show me how to drive it. And I'm like, oh my God, you're killing me. Anyway, yeah, when you watch, it was very close. The director was like, don't, when I say action, don't look to the right because it's going to come right at you. And I'm like, okay. So we did the first take. It was awesome. I felt like a little child. I was like, yay. And then he's like, a little time went by where she had to sit in the chair. Well, it ended up, she tells me this at a panel. We had to do 2 takes because when she sat down, the ambers burnt her ass. And so she had to, it burned a hole in her bottom. So she had to get a new another outfit to wear. So we had to do 2 takes of it. But that's what happened there. But yeah. And then a fan said, but they have you coming back in the back of the ship.
Yeah. After
they carry you off. And I'm like, oh, I am. And sure enough, there I am again. It's like, Jesus, I'm like the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah. Like you are the glue. Like we were thinking, you're the glue of everyone on the ship. It's awesome.
Yes, wouldn't it have been awesome for them to have me back you know, for the TNG thing for Picard, you know, me, I don't know, saving the day or helping him out or just turning my chair around and saying hi.
Or coming around the corner as a member of Section 31.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that would have made sense, right? You were in the background of the ship all the time. You're in all these important scenes. And then what we don't know is that secretly Lieutenant J was being recruited to be part of Section 31 and nobody knew about it.
Nobody knew about it. And I morphed into all these aliens and then morphed back into me. I don't know. Like I'm having like some kind of but yeah, that would be great. But then Jonathan tweeted that this might not be it. So I'm thinking a movie.
Ooh.
I'm thinking a movie.
Wow.
So I keep tweeting him TNG the movie, bring back. Oh, that's another thing. Hashtag bring back LTJAE. That's my thing. And everybody do it. Bring back in because he did say in Vegas when we chatted, he goes, I don't know what you're doing. He goes, but it's working. I don't know what he meant by that.
Ooh.
So that's why I keep at it all the time. I'm not giving up.
Well, we're going to keep doing that. We, of course, we'll tag our Instagram with this. Bring back Lieutenant J spotting and same on Facebook because we got to get you back on there for sure.
Yeah, and it's JAE. Just remember that.
Yes, JAE. Absolutely. Well, Tracee, this has been absolutely a delight. Thank you so much for doing this. We loved it, and we love you. We appreciate you so much. It's funny because I think as folks listen to this episode, they're going to go back and go, man, I'm going to be watching Star Trek now looking for Tracee in every single scene I can. You know, you can't, honestly, like you really can't miss you because you're all over the place. Like we said,
I'm all over. I mean, I even was in the cargo bay wearing that out. I mean, I forgot about that. Yeah. I was even but also my aliens, you probably seen me and not knew it was me.
Yeah. Exactly. And if people go out and look at some of the headshots and some of the different publicity shots of you in the alien makeup, they're going to go, oh, okay, I remember that now. They're going to go back and watch it. Like I went back and watched several different episodes, you know, before we did the interview, looking for different scenes that you were in based on some of, you know, what it has like on Memory Alpha, which is an amazing Star Trek online, basically Bible almost. I'm
doing this right now. I'm sending you these two photos that an artist friend of mine, Gaz, G-A-Z Williams, he makes fantastic artwork. And he just made me these two to print out so I can sell them when I do, you know, as 8x10s.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wait till you see these. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let me see if you got them. Do you get them?
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I just got them.
And the one is me in the middle of me, and then a lot of my yes.
Oh wow.
That's not even all of them.
Yeah, you can't fit them all. You can't fit them all on there because there's so many.
But is that fantastic or what?
That is great. Those will look really, really good. And with the coloring and everything, there's a lot of good places for you to sign on there.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, those are fantastic. Well, Chris, this was awesome. I'm glad we're able to have Tracee on. Tracee, thank you again so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me. Get me to Alaska.
We'll get you to Alaska. So you are, I mean, you're a great part of the Star Trek family. You're a part of our random red shirt family forever.
Wear one, yay!
And we'll
definitely
try and get you to Alaska.
Okay, that would be awesome, and we'll have lunch or something.
Yeah, that would be great. And I'll shoot you a message and get the specifics for what kind of shirt you want, and then we'll get one sent out to you.
Thank you so much, you guys. I had so much fun.
Yes, thanks, Tracee, again. And thank you all so much for listening. As always, be sure to go onto social media, check out the Facebook page, and we will be putting up some of Tracee's stuff on there as well as this episode. And thank you, Tracee, for being part of our season finale of season 3 on the Random Red Shirt podcast.
I'm so excited. I was a season finale girl. Yay!
That's right.
Thank you all for everything. Your support, love. I totally appreciate it. And let's keep the ball rolling, guys. Get me on something.
That's right. We got to. And you know what? If especially if they get you back on, you know, something, we got to have you back on and talk about it and you know, hear your stories and stuff from that time.
Oh, if they get me back on something, it'll be because of you all. So oh my God, I'd probably die and run around the house screaming. Oh my God. I'd take my dog in my arms and go, Coco, we got like, because my dog's name's Coco too. So I party. Okay.
That's right. Well, as you can tell, everybody, she's not passionate or excited at all whatsoever.
Oh, not at all.
Not at all. But yes, thank you again so much for everybody for listening. We very much appreciate it. Be sure to go out and support Tracee on social media and hashtag bring back Lieutenant J, J-A-E. And for more information, be sure to check out those social media pages and ours as well for upcoming episodes of season 4 of the Random Red Shirt podcast. Thanks, everybody, again. Take care, and we'll catch you next time.